Sticky notes or sticky notes. Yeah, go ahead, have a seat. Okay. Again, thanks for coming in. I know I asked you this before, but I forget where my note is. Your first name is John?
Yep.
What's your middle initial?
L. Millington.
And your date of birth?
May 2nd, 97.
And your home address?
16 Brick Street.
That's right.
Just recently moved out here from Northville.
And your upstairs apartment?
Yep.
And you lived in Northville before?
Mm-hmm.
And I have your phone number, but would you give it to me one more time?
518-557-9162.
9162?
Yep.
Okay. I briefly explained on the phone. You're aware of what happened with Justin?
Yeah.
And we're just trying to figure that all out. How long have you known Justin?
Well, my aunt owns a Timeless Tavern up
Okay.
in Northville, and when I was 14, I was the dishwasher there, and he was a server, and like me and him would always talk and everything. But
how long ago was that?
I'm 21 now, and I was 14, so
6, 7 years?
yeah. But we just recently connected again last year around like Halloween, and we did a lot of photo shoots and shows together. To the Seated Drag out in Albany and all of that.
And you do that also?
I don't, no.
Oh.
I don't do drag. I'm a dancer out there. Like, I go for him and stuff like that.
Okay. So you worked with about a year ago?
Yep.
Met up and started working with him?
We did a lot of promos and stuff like that, too. And after you called, I started to think, and I looked up, like, when the last time, like, we actually, like, talked. So, it was, so August 30th we had a photo shoot, and that was the last time that I hung out with him.
And where was that photo shoot?
In Amsterdam. It was taken by Sarah Baldwin.
Okay, and that's a friend of his also, right?
Right, yep.
Because I gotta call her,
It was on like the lookout thing. I think the pictures were taken on the lookout. It's like in the park, kind of.
Oh, right down by the river?
Yeah.
Okay.
But the last time we had talked was the 3rd. Actually, no, it was the 4th. I told him, I went out that night and I told him to come out to O'Connor's, and he's like, I don't go to O'Connor's. But,
and was that message or text?
Text. Said I don't go to O'Connor's, and just said I miss you, and I said I'm trying to get a hold of you for a couple days. I know I've been so busy with work. And that was the last thing that I got, was the 4th.
And what time was that?
9 o'clock that night.
And he said he doesn't go to bars or doesn't go to O'Connor's?
Doesn't go to O'Connor's. He usually, like if we go out to a bar, it's usually out in Albany, like if he's doing a show or something. Or like maybe we'll grab some food at Applebee's. But he never likes to go to like the local bars.
Right.
It's just, people are judgmental.
Especially around here.
Mm. I don't even like going out to bars. The only reason I go is because my friends drag me.
Did he mention any plans he had for the 4th? What he was going to do?
No, he was, he said he had just done a birthday party. And that was about it. And then he had asked me to because I just started at Sam's Steakhouse.
Mm-hmm.
And he had asked me to FaceTime him that night when I got home and tell him how my first day went and everything. And I tried to FaceTime him and I didn't even get an answer. So.
What time did you try FaceTiming him?
was around like 8 o'clock.
Oh, 8 p.m.?
Yeah.
And then you texted him around 9?
Yeah. No, this is the 3rd,
Okay.
not the 4th.
Okay, so...
And when he texted me asking if it was my day, like, well, the day I started, it wasn't even, like, the day that I had started. I was like, it's tomorrow. He's like, well, at least you got another job lined up. I'm like, yeah, and he's like, well, FaceTime me tomorrow and let me know how it goes. Tried to get home and never got anything on the 4th.
So, did you try FaceTiming him
Yes,
also on the
again,
4th?
I tried FaceTiming him that night and then again on the 4th,
Okay.
around like 7:30.
And then at 9 you texted him?
Yep, around 9 I texted him, said, come to O'Connor's.
Do you know any of his other friends other than Sarah?
Yeah, I'm not good friends with them. I don't really like them, but I know Zach McCabe,
Okay.
his boyfriend Mark.
Oh, so Justin was in a relationship with Mark?
No.
Oh, or Zach and Mark?
Zach and Mark.
Okay.
I never really hung out with them, like when they hung out. I just kind of didn't get along with Zach that well.
And do you know Mark's last name?
Mark. I can look it up. Mark Kilburn. Kilburn.
And how well and you didn't know Mark that well either?
I didn't know Mark that well, but Zach and I, we did hang out one time, and he actually tried to beat me up because I wasn't interested in him and everything like that, and then Justin was actually there as well. This was like months and months ago.
Okay. Why don't you really like Zach and Mark?
Because they're snotty, they don't really get along with anybody. If they don't agree with one thing that you say, they'll grill you for it the rest of the night. And then they just talk and talk and talk about stupid things. They do stupid things.
So they argue with you if you disagree with them?
Yep. And there's not really any way to talk to him, and especially the last time, he was super drunk and he tried to beat me up and I had to walk away, and I was like, no, we're not doing this. And I walked out.
How many months ago do you think he tried to beat you up?
Maybe 3 or 4.
So, about what month do you think?
Okay, I think it was May, the end of May. Because I had just turned 21 a couple weeks ago.
And where were you guys when he tried to do this?
O'Connor's.
And why did he want to fight with you?
I wasn't, he was trying to flirt with me and everything like that, and I wasn't feeling it, and he was like, you just think you're so much better than me, blah, 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 and I'm like, no, because I don't want to stick with you that thinks me so much better than you.
No, was he with Mark at the time?
No, we were with Justin.
No, but I mean, was he dating Mark at the
No.
time? So that's kind of a new thing then,
Yeah.
between them two.
Those guys have been on and off for years, though. They weren't together then. Zach likes to hop around with guys.
So you pretty much dismissed him and...
Yeah. He's probably had like the last, like, 4 boyfriends in the last year. I don't mean to like really badmouth anybody either. It's just
No,
I don't
no.
get
Well,
along with them and
Well, I'm looking for the truth,
Right.
Because I know the story I was told, and I have a hard time wrapping my head around the story, so I'm just trying to get some background of who everybody is, and things like that.
now his mom is a little woohoo, but so I had heard that she had received text saying that, hey, just so you know, Justin wasn't doing too well when we dropped him off, maybe you should go over and check on him.
I don't know anything about that.
That's what I had heard from one of my good friends that is good friends with her.
And so one of your good friends is also friends with Justin's mom, Lori?
No, with Karen, who was with Lori. Like,
The aunt? Or no, Karen is Lori's good friend. I
Yes.
think.
So, and my friend Cody Dom, she works for Karen, so that's how they talked.
And that's Cody
Dom.
D-O-M?
D-A-U-M.
D-A-U. And is it C-O-D-I-E?
C-O-D-Y.
Is that a male or a female?
Female.
Because usually
Yeah.
women have the I-E.
She had said that she received text messages from a number saying that she should go check on her son because she wasn't doing too hot. I'm like, well, maybe I can talk to Lori and figure out whose number that was texting her and dropped him off that night.
So Cody said, good friend with friend Karen. So Karen told Cody what again?
That Lori had received text messages from a number saying that she should go check on Justin because he wasn't doing too hot when they dropped him off.
And do you think Cody would be willing to talk to me?
She might. She doesn't really know anything about it other than what Karen.
Well, that's what I'm trying to find, that
Yeah.
Karen thing there.
Yeah, I'm sure she would.
And what's a good number for her?
Is 518
Yep.
752 6933.
Okay. Any other reasons why you didn't really like Justin or Zach and Mark?
They were just, to me, they were just disgusting people. They did a lot of different drugs and everything that I wasn't really wanting to try, that I heard about, that Justin himself has told me that.
Have you ever seen Zach and Mark doing drugs?
No. Maybe smoke some pot, and that was it.
So it's pretty much you got this information
From Justin, yeah. Who did that with them. But, said they never really did, like, the hard things, like, they did coke, I guess, one time.
So they smoked pot, did coke.
The worst thing I heard Piff say Justin, I keep referring to him as Piff, that's just a nickname that I came up with, but the worst thing I heard Justin say that they did together was he did crack one night by accident.
You ever mention anything about heroin, anything else like that?
No, I've never even heard anything about heroin.
We're not sure if that's what it was or not. It's gonna take
Yeah.
many, many months, up to a year, to get the toxicology back with this opioid epidemic.
Mhm.
The labs are backlogged, and so instead of waiting until then to find out what type of drug he was possibly on, we're not even sure if
Right.
if it was drug. Then this will be like a year old, and people's memories will be failing.
I see, yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I was wondering, like, after a month, I don't know, I think it's been almost a month now, and nobody's ever, like, mentioned it or talked about it or said what happened, so.
So you haven't heard any rumors?
I've heard a lot of rumors, but I don't
Okay.
believe half of what you hear and only what
Right.
you see.
Um,
And people always ask me, they're like, so do you know what happened? I'm like, I literally have no idea. I literally say, I have no idea. How I found out is I woke up to, like, my phone blowing up by people messaging me and asking me what happened, and then I had a message from Zach saying, like, I'm so sorry, I'm here now. Like, I guess he's the one that found him.
yeah.
He said he was at work all night, but then, like, I just hear things, and whatever he's saying isn't adding up. It makes me weary, because,
What kind of things are you hearing?
like, this one girl, Caitlin, I met her at O'Connor's one day, and she's a lesbian, and she's like, I just want to say I recognize you from the photo shoots and everything, and I'm so sorry. And I guess I can't remember her last name, to save my life. She had said that she's good friends with Mark, and Mark had mentioned some things to her, and that Zach wasn't at work that night. So I don't really know what happened, and Zach's like, I just got here out of work, and so, like, for a while, I believed that Zach was at work and, like, just went over and checked on her, but now I wonder if Zach was with him.
I don't think so, but again, that's why I'm trying to get...
I'm just hearing so many things, it's like, I don't even know what to believe.
And what was that girl's first name again?
I think it's Caitlin or Catherine. I feel like she tried to add me on Facebook. I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea.
Okay. What other kind of rumors have you heard?
I've heard that it was heroin. I've heard that he was so intoxicated he choked on his own vomit. I've heard that, someone even said that he might have been like that when, like, he got home, and, like, I don't even know.
Yeah. Zach or Mark say anything to you other than that text message?
No, but this is the message I got that morning.
That was on 9/6?
Yes. It was at 9:03 a.m.
And who's that from?
Zach
Okay.
said, honey, I just want to tell you that Pacifica passed away this morning, and I am so heartbroken and shocked. I can't believe this is happening. I just saw her Tuesday night. I didn't hear from her at all yesterday or last night. I tried calling her several times with no answer, so I got worried, and I just stopped over this morning to check why her phone was off and what she was doing, and I found her passed away in her bed. I'm so sick right now. I'm sorry.
Anyway, you can send that to me. Either an email address, or I'll give you my cell phone number.
And then I said, why? This is a joke, right? He said, I'm so sorry. I would never joke. We were at her house with everybody. I didn't hear from her at all. I knew something went wrong. She didn't answer the house phone. That's why I came over to the house to see what was going on, or if she was sick or something. said, what the fuck? I tried calling him up last night. How did this happen? Oh my god. And he said, I have no idea. I'm sick. I can't breathe.
Yeah, if you could send me all that, I'd appreciate it.
And then he sent me this huge paragraph on the 7th at 8 a.m. He said, I just can't get it out of my head. My mind is everywhere. It's just all the memories and having to accept I'm never going to see her again. I keep thinking if I had done something differently, I could have avoided this. I don't know what I could have done, but I knew something was wrong. I just felt that I tried so hard to just ignore it and tell myself everything's fine. So it's fine. I went to her house to check on her and found her. It was awful. I can't even put into words. I couldn't even look at it. I couldn't even be in the house when they brought her out. I didn't want to see it. Piff had a side to her that no one really knew about, and everyone makes their own choices to do things, and not thinking about what could happen to them. I just keep that in mind, and it's definitely been a real eye-opener for me as well. Regardless of what she did or what she had going on in her life that no one knew about, I still believe that she didn't deserve this, and I know she was depressed lately about stuff, but I don't think she'd ever intend to commit suicide. Whether it's drinking too much, blacking out, taking drugs, whatever it is, everyone makes your choice. Unfortunately, things like this happen. I thought she just got really drunk and slept all day. I didn't think anything until I didn't get a response from her at all. Then I got worried. I felt something was wrong, and I wish I had been there sooner. Maybe I could have gotten to help her quicker. Can't change what happened. All we can do is be strong for each other and remember her for who she was as a person, cherish the time we spent. She wants to do that. She loved us both, and I hope you know I do consider you a friend, even though we haven't always gotten along. I'm here for you, and if you need anything or just want to talk or do something, get a hold of me anytime.
Okay. Yeah, if you can send me all that.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever responded back to him?
I did not. After that, I didn't even respond.
Okay. You haven't spoken to him since or anything?
No. At the funeral, I walked up and I gave him a hug. I was like, how you doing? And he was like, nothing. I'm okay, but his mom's being a fucking crazy psycho. And like, he was asked to leave the funeral. So.
Yeah, I heard about that.
That was the last time I saw him. Email?
It's going to be B as in Brian, Novak at Fulton, Fulton, County, County, NY .gov.
You want me to put as the subject first?
Just text from Zach.
Downloading to the...
Okay. I have a question for you. Do you think if you called Zach, he would tell you the truth about what happened, or do you think he might make up stories about what happened, what they were doing that evening, where they were?
I feel like if I were to just call him out of the blue and do it, it would be a no, like, he'd lie to me. But if I try to reconnect with him for like a day or two and then hang out with him, maybe he'll tell me something.
Would you be willing to do something like that?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, what I'd like you to do, and it's, like I said, it's totally up to you, maybe try to reconnect with him and then find out what his work schedule is, and then maybe contact me. And what I'd like to do is what we call a recorded phone call. And we have a little recording device. It's got a line onto it. It goes to an earpiece. You put the earpiece in your ear, and then you just put your cell phone up to the other end of the earpiece, because it's got like a pass-through microphone in it.
Mm-hmm.
And then we can hear both sides of the conversation. I don't know if they were upset the morning that they were found, but the stories just don't
add up.
Yeah, there's a lot of gaps in time and things of that nature where they were.
Yeah.
And yeah, I would definitely appreciate it if you'd do something
Mm-hmm.
like that, because people always, try to hide things
Right.
from the police and try to determine what.
I know
true.
I know Zach has always had like a thing for me too, so I think what I'll do is I'll try and message him today. I work today, but I actually don't have a day off until next Tuesday, but maybe I can go out and hang out with him and just try and reconnect, I don't know, and then see what goes on from there, because he's not, if I call him right now and just ask him, he's not gonna...
Because it'll be very
Be
suspicious
suspicious,
looking.
yeah.
But, yeah, I would appreciate it if you do that, and before you leave, I'll give you my card, and I'll give you my direct phone number to my office. But, this could be nothing, just that
Mhm.
they were out doing whatever. Maybe they did drugs, maybe they didn't, maybe Zach did them on his own. But I just have too many gaps and some inconsistencies to feel real comfortable
Mhm.
right now with what he told me, and if I go to interview him again, I don't know if I'll get anywhere with
Right.
him.
So you already interviewed him once?
At the house.
Okay.
One of the deputies did.
Alright, so you haven't brought him in and talked to him? or anything?
No,
Okay.
no.
So he thinks this has all died out and...
Pretty much.
Okay.
Definitely don't say anything to
I won't.
anyone that you were here talking to us. But eventually, I'm probably going to bring him in to talk to him and Mark again. But I'm just trying to get as much background information as I can
Exactly.
and have
Enough stuff to ask,
ask
question him
where
on.
I know the answer.
Right.
Right now, I have no idea where they went. So
I have no idea who was even hanging out with that night. And usually, Justin will, get a hold of me on certain nights and just FaceTime me out of the blue or, ask what I'm doing and everything, and I didn't get anything that night, so.
Okay. Anything else you can think of?
No, not really.
Okay. Let's see. Other friends besides Zach and Mark and Sarah. Anyone else that he normally hangs out with that I might be able to talk to?
That's it, really.
That's all
Other
you
than,
know.
people in Albany, when he goes and that'll
Does
speak
his
to that,
shows
yeah.
and things like that. Because I know he's got a ton of
Yeah,
Facebook friends.
Yeah, he talks to them, there's people he talked to on the daily but never hung out with. But, I think me and Zach were his closest friends that were from around here, so.
Okay.
It's been an endless parade of I'm sorry's, and it's kind of over it. I'll just see somebody and they'll recognize me from one of the shoots or know me and know that we were good friends, and it's I'm so sorry for your loss. I'm thanks. What am I supposed to say to that?
Yeah.
It's been almost a month now and it's still happening.
Yeah, well, and it's going to happen for a while. Okay, like I said, I'll give you my card. It's going to have the main office number on it, and I'll write my direct phone line to my office on it. But if you think you're able to make a call, even if it's on a weekend, I normally work 7 in the morning till 3 at night. But if it's later than that in the day, during the week, or you think it's best to do it on a weekend, give the main number a call and ask them to call me at home and get back in touch with you. And I'll
Okay.
call you back. So if we have to make something for after hours or over the weekend or something, we can do
Okay.
that. Okay?
Yep.
Okay, well, thank
I'll
you
work
very
on
much.
that and I'll let you know.
I'm just not here Thursday and Friday of this week. I got family things going on, so I'm not gonna be here. But, next week, I don't know.
It might take a little couple days for Zach.
Yeah.
In case Babu like, hey.
So, do what you feel is right. You know him, so
Mhm.
you do what you feel you need to do to get into
To
his
his
confidence again.
All right.
And then give me a shout when you think you wanna do it.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay?